Hello, this is Cubing, another video. This one I'm showing you a new method which I made, which basically is a method which pretty much makes no sense and why you should use this. But I'm going to show you this method. So the first step is you're going to make a cross, we'll use white. The orientation of the pieces doesn't matter, and that's the main thing with this, so you can see here, that for the cross, one of these pieces is misoriented. That's fine. The step 2 is we do F12, but we've got a lot more freedom about how we can insert pieces because we're not constrained. So you see here, this piece, this pair, we can literally just insert. Otherwise, as for this pair, so these two pieces are already paired up, so they can just go in right away into this slot. So now we've basically solved F12, albeit in a very confusing way. Right, and so our next step is PLL. So what we do is we first we first permute the corners based on any corner that's facing up, which hopefully will be. So you see here, we want to have oranges on here, and we want to put greens on there. So you can see we want this green, we want to go diagonal. So we want to put that at the front, and we do a perm. And then once we've got all the corners oriented, we're going to orient the edges. So I hope, yeah, you see here, this one hopefully be a case. So far I think we've only encountered one time where this hasn't been a possible case. I think it's because of the way I sort of did the permuting corners. It's basically what we do is you just find one edge which hopefully is in the right spot, and then you just do a U-perm to solve the rest. And there you are. So what we've done now is we've essentially solved the cube, but we haven't really oriented that many of the pieces. But as you can see here, there's all red around here, there's all blue around there, there's all yellow around there, all green around there, all orange around here, and all white around here. So the next step we do is we try to find a side with a solvable corner overlap. So you can see for some cases like the green, we would end up with an impossible overlap case. So we just find one case where it doesn't. So here, like this yellow, probably soon. And what we do is we go at the top and we do how you would insert corners to a beginner's method. Because what it will do is it will make sure that once we finish this, all the edges stay in the same place. So that way we don't have to worry about repermuting any of the pieces. Okay. Then what we really want to do is, I guess, just hope for a roux block. We've got one here. We've almost got it on the other side. Well, really we don't. So what we do is we then just do some edge orientation to try and fix, I guess, one side, although we could try and use it to fix both sides. So we use edge orientation to, I guess, just reorient those edges, and then we want to try put them into here. So we want to we want to kind of make 2 bars like that, so we can just move these in. Now we've solved face, we've nearly solved this face. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same trick. We just reorient some edges, and now what we've got is we've got both of those the same. So we, I guess, just use some roux tricks to just put them on the same bar. Like here, you can see we've got white there, opposite. We insert both of those, and then we've solved 2 faces. And now we've got a last 4 edge case, where what we do here first is we basically just reorient stuff. And okay, this is mainly just edge orientation, so I guess we don't really do any OLO algs. Although I guess you could probably call edge up in EO orientation, I guess, if you want. First, put it into an OLO case, solve the OLO. I mean, it really depends. I mean, I guess you could probably. Although this technically isn't. It wouldn't technically OLL because you're orienting edges on at least 2 sides, and then what we're just doing is we're just moving those around. So I'm not really sure if you can call that OLL. And then look, we just got last foil, edge, lowercase, edge case, and there we are. So that is basically the guidance of that. So we're going to put this into an example solve. We've got a 3x3 here with like 2 missing center caps, so that could be a problem. But oh well. So I know that because this is a yellow, this is white, so I guess we'll just solve this white one first. So we're going to start by just putting the solving the cross. As you can see there, we've got red and red, blue and blue, orange, orange, and green. Then we're going to solve our first pair. I see this pair is pretty easy to insert. And then our second pair is, this one's already been made, so that's a free move. Our third pair is this. And our fourth pair is this. Okay. Now we do PLL. Look here, so we see this is green at the back. So we actually, yeah, we still need to move these around. And then our next step is moving the edges. So we see here we've actually got a Z pen. And there we are. So now we've got all sides oriented. Our next goal is we're going to try and solve one faces OLL. So white does not have a solvable OLL. Red doesn't. Blue doesn't. Yeah, so this is an issue where potentially what could happen is we don't get a solvable OLL. But what I'll just do is just mess around with this. See what we get. And it's because sometimes you'll be lucky, sometimes you won't, and maybe you can make another solvable case. For example, now by doing some just corner stuff on blue, I've now solved orange's corners, which means that red is now in a position where we can now solve it in red's OLL. No, not OLL. I guess you could say corner orientation. I guess I don't know. Then what happens is we will focus on these 2 faces. We can see that actually we do have an EO case pretty much right off the gate. Then what we're going to do is we're going to solve this those, I guess, orange pieces of those. Then we've got to solve these 2. So we put those in there. Then we do this, let's put those in. Got final 2 pieces here. So we've got, I mean, actually, these are some pretty quick algorithms. And then actually what happens is we've got last 4 edges. And actually, all of these are oriented, so we can just do a last 4 edges case. And that solve took around at least 2-3 minutes. So this method can be somewhat optimized, I guess. If you were to do some other cases, then it'd probably be easy to learn. But otherwise, that's just my method. I probably will do some example solves of this in the future. But otherwise, just have a nice day.